You know who I got a nice note from the other day? You're going to be stunned, Mr. Producer. Who sent a friend of mine a nice note about me, Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck. I think it's long overdue that Glenn Beck and I do what we can in our own roles to help save the country and restore the republic. It was a class act, absolute class act. So I just wanted to say that publicly. See, because we're all in this together. We really are. But we have to find a way forward. And I think I found one. It's right there in the Constitution. And this is what I want to talk about. And I want to promote the idea and get you folks talking about it and reading about it and thinking about it and promoting it too. I'm very juiced about this. Maybe I'm the only one. I don't know. I got a beautiful handwritten note from Glenn Beck. And it couldn't be nicer. And we've both decided that the situation in the nation is far too dire to not be allied with each other, to be, talking to each other. Doesn't mean we have to agree with each other on everything. Nobody does that. But his heart is in the right place. He's very sharp, as is his staff. And I'm very positive about this. If there's anything I can ever do to advance the cause of liberty, I think I'm going to do it, and I think this is certainly one of the things we can do. The situation is such where we have to unite. Again, we don't have to agree on every single thing. That's not the point. The framers didn't agree on every single thing. Your parents don't agree on every single thing. So that's just silly. But I'm going to write him back, and he put in his letter a number of nice things. And he also said that anything he and his company and the Blaze can do to promote the Liberty Amendments, he wanted to do it. Because he feels that here we are, we're at the precipice, and we need to get behind this and other things. And I just felt it was a beautiful note, and I just want to publicly say thank you. And I will be writing you back. So give peace a chance, folks. It works.
I enjoyed you on going back yesterday. It was like two friends talking to each other.
You know what? I'm glad you mentioned that. I meant to mention that yesterday. He couldn't have been nicer and more courteous, and I certainly appreciate that.
Yeah, he's a sweetie, and
in defense of many, many, many of my colleagues, they are really smart. They're really effective. Some of them are my mentors, and you ought to listen to them too. Now, there's some in this business who are hacks and copycats and all the rest, and you know who they are. But, there's some truly outstanding hosts out there. I mean, obviously, Rush and Sean, among others. And I've got a number of them who are my friends. In fact, one of them is in my same time slot. He's a dear friend of mine, and if I wasn't listening to my program, I'd be listening to his. That's my buddy Hugh Hewitt. So there are others out there. The problem is starting down Lars Larson. Folks, please don't hold this against me, those of you who are my friends in this business. And I must tell you, they're not all my friends in this business. That's true, too. You know who I've come to listen to from time to time, Mr. Producer? Now, I'm often very, very busy because I also work at Landmark Legal Foundation. And who does a hell of a show? And people are going to say, yeah, well, we told you, Mark. Glenn Beck. He's good. Very good. Very entertaining. And substantive. And times like this, we're all going to stand together. I can assure you of that.
Conversation. And I actually brought up in a couple of meetings, I brought up Mark Levin's book. And I said, anybody read Mark Levin's book? And they had. In fact, one of the guys I really respect read it 3 times. He said, I really wanted to understand it. And he said, I'm for it. He said, here's the problem. I think it takes too long. We don't have the time anymore.